good morning, good afternoon, bonjour, sabi nga nila. At meron tayong isang kaibigan dito na hanap natin, alam mo, pag after the holidays, mahirap pagkilapin ng mga kaibigan natin, no? But again, I'm so glad this friend of ours, all the way from Palermo, Sicily, yan makikipahagi sa atin ng ano ang buhay niya, paano siya nagsimula, ano naging kanyang mga karanasan at ano yung mga challenges niya. So, without further ado, let's introduce Mr. Aris Baloran. Aris, good afternoon dyan. Anong oras na ba dyan sa inyo?
Buongiorno, buongiorno. Good morning, everyone. It's 9 a.m.
So, 9 a.m. Okay. Dito naman ay 4 o'clock p.m. So, Aris, kwento mo nga sa amin, taga saan ka ba dito sa atin, sa Manila?
No, hindi po ako taga Manila. Laking probinsya po ako, sir. From, shout out, Delfin Albano, Isabela.
Oh,
Region
Delfin
2.
Albano, Isabela, correct?
Yeah.
All right. And ano ba ang sinimulan mo? Ikwento mo nga sa atin kasi marami tayong mga kaibigan, kababayan, mga tao dyan sa Italy, na maraming Pilipino rin dyan, di ba?
Yeah. Population here maybe around 5,000 Filipino dito sa Palermo lang mismo. And then dito sa buong Italy, marami kami. Hindi ko alam kung ilan yung head counts, pero marami ang mga Pilipino dito. Nagsimula tayo as simple, paano ko ba i-define? As a college professor when I was young pa, dream ko lang maging isang speaker because my mom is a teacher, high school teacher. So I really dream na maging katulad niya. So yun, doon tayo nagsimula. Sir, I was a college professor for 6 years teaching information technology.
Wow, information technology. Anong year yun, Aris?
Matanda. Pinamatanda mo ko. I started working at the age of 19. Bata ako na, I think 2006 or 2007 when I started working.
Okay. And nagtuturo ka sa iyong probinsya?
Yeah, I was recruited by my, kasi dun sa school na graduatean ko, merong akong naging mentor doon. Yung professor namin, naging mentor ko. And then sabi niya sa akin, I want you to work with me kasi naging dean siya sa isa sa mga college school doon sa Ilocos. So, mula sa Region 2, pumunta ako ng Region 1 to work for that school. So, I started working at the age 19. At the age 19, agad-agad ibinigay sa akin yung position na head of the IT department. Would you imagine that, sir, no? So, in that age, nagsimula na tayong mag-take ng masters, which eventually lead me to become the next discipline chair of the department prior to my departure papunta dito sa Italy. I love my work in the Philippines. Talaga, I was
malaki-laki decision making yan, Aris, ang ginawa mo. Your career or your migration.
Yeah, because the story, sir, is that nung nakilala ko ang aking misis, hindi ko alam na pupunta siya dito sa Italy. So, if I'm not mistaken, January of 2008. Yeah, 2008 naging kami. Hindi ko alam na pupunta siya dito, and it took only 7 months kayong nagkasama. By August of 2008, pumunta na dito sa Italy. So, sabi ko sa kanya, okay, hihintayin kita. And then, I waited for her for 4 years. 4 years ko siya ginantay. So, nung bumalik siya at ikinasal kami, 2 months lang kami nagkasama ulit. Then, bumalik na naman dito sa Italy. So, sabi ko sa kanya, my challenge to her, because that time, siyempre, masakit sa akin na magkalayo when I want to have, siyempre, a family, to create a family. Yeah. Ang challenge ko sa kanya, if you would be able na makuha mo ko sa Italy within 1 year, I will give up everything.
Wow, nagkaroon ka ng time, nagkaroon ka ng deadline para sa kanya, 1 year.
Yeah. So, we prayed for it. So, sabi ko sa kanya, kung hindi mangyari yan, you need to return sa Pilipinas at dito tayo magsama because I have a good job, a stable job, so pwede, mapapakain kita, including our future children. But siguro, mas malakas yung prayer niya, within 6 months, lumabas na yung aking visa. So, wala na.
So,
no
finally,
turning back.
so finally you gave up that almost becoming part of the chair nung as a professor, di ba? So anyway, okay, why kamusta naman ang buhay sa Italy in your first few months, Aris? Ano naging experience mo?
Hindi madali. Kahit sinasabi na sa akin ng aking asawa na, okay, you need to give up talaga everything kasi dito, yung career mo dyan sa Pilipinas, hindi mo siya may apply. So, mentally, I was ready. But physically, when I arrived, kasi 2 weeks pa lang, kadadating ko din ng September of 2012. Not mistaken, yeah, 2012. 2 weeks pa lang, sir, may trabaho na ako. I work as a house help sa isang prominent na tao dito. And ito yung nangyari. I have this experience sa talagang until this time, when I remember it, it really, may kurot pa rin eh. And that motivates me. During the time, my first day, my wife so excited, she gave me a pack lunch of adobo. Yun ang aking lunch, adobo. That's why I call this one as my adobo story. So, trabaho, bago yung bahay. And then when I'm about to eat my lunch, I have no place to eat. Kasi nga, alangan na kakain ako dun sa mismong hapagkainan ng aking amo, hindi naman pwede. So, I look for a place. And the only place that I have is the own restroom, yung bathroom na nililinisan ko.
Oh.
So, while I am eating, siyempre mabilis dapat kasi baka dumating yung amo, baka makita ko kasi tinatakas ko lang kasi gutom na ako nun, sir. And then while I was eating, I was crying. Hindi ko na napipigilan na I was crying. I was really crying. And that's my story that I always share to everyone. And while I am eating, I'm telling to myself, someday, we are going to be somebody. Someday, hindi ko na mararanasan ang mga bagay-bagay. Someday, I will not be crying like this because of hardship. Someday, I will be somebody. Yan ang sinasabi ko palagi. That was 10 years ago. Exactly. Going to 12 na. Okay. So,
Pero Aris, ang nangyari sa'yo, parang it's a very humbling. Imagine a professor and then all of a sudden, kumakain sa bathroom. No?
Yeah.
At
would you imagine?
House help. I'm sure as a professor, hindi ka na maglilinis ng classroom mo, hindi ba?
Of course.
So it was really a humbling effect, no? Na within 2 weeks, nagkatrabaho ka, that's good, but nagkaroon ka talaga ng, yung luha mo lumabas talaga dahil sa humbling effect, di ba? Ganun ba yun?
Yeah, it really humbled me. I am now in a different place. So sabi ko sa sarili ko, I need now to pivot. Hindi na yung dati. Okay? So I need now to adapt kung ano yung klase ng trabaho dito. And honestly speaking, hindi ako tumagal kasi hindi ako marunong magtrabaho. And heartbreaks after heartbreaks because I was fired maybe more than 5 times. Because yung isa lang na sinasabing comment sa akin is, hindi siya marunong magtrabaho.
Ano mga trabaho, mga dinanas mo?
Alam mo sir, I tried isang trabaho dito na I need to take care 11 dogs.
You have to take care, you have to walk the 11 dogs.
11 dogs. Tapos ang lalaki pa nila.
Anong klase yung mga aso naman yun?
As yung tatlo is yung Dalmatian.
Naku.
Yung isa is yung German Shepherd, and the rest are yung mga Shih Tzu. Ganun sir, yung aking naging trabaho.
11?
11 dogs.
Anong ginagawa yun? Pinapaliguan mo, binibigyan mo ng vitamin, tapos wino-walk mo sila.
Yeah, meron silang schedule, sir. Meron silang schedule to walk.
Uh-huh.
So, the challenging part is yung bahay ng aking amo during the time is at the top of the mountain. So, I need to take the bus. Yung bus hindi aakyat ng mountain. Yung aking amo, hindi naman niya ako kukunin sa baba. So, I need to walk to that mountain maybe around 2 kilometers pataas.
Wow.
And then, I need to go down doon matapos yung trabaho. And then every day, ganun yun. But, ako sir, I was motivated. I want to work. So, sige lang. But after 2 weeks, I was fired again. Because I do not know how to work.
So, yung nakakailang firing ka na? Nakailang firing squad ka na, Aris?
Siguro within 6 months, nakalima.
6 months, okay.
Yeah.
But it did not dishearten you, no? I mean,
No, just try and try until you succeed, sabi nga nila. Quitters never win, and then until such time that account, yung konte ang tawag dito, count, the count of Tasca, Conte Tasca, needed a driver. Badly for her daughter. So meron naman akong license dito, I could drive. At nagustuhan niya because I was speaking English para matuto yung kanyang daughter. So yun, doon nagsimula ang journey natin. I started as a driver ng isa sa mga royals dito, the Count of Villa Tasca. So ako yung driver niya, ako yung tagahatid, tagasundo. Pag mag-party, ako yung mag-hatid sa kanya. So natuto ako sa mga different streets dito sa Palermo City that lead me during 2020 kasi walang work masyado dito. But I still have work pero gusto ko mag-part-time. That lead me to work as a delivery boy. So alam ko yung mga streets, so I drive around.
Okay. So finally you were able to settle. Hindi ka naman na-fire after 2 weeks.
No, after 2 weeks I was given now the contract.
Okay. So nagkaroon ka ng kontrata. But all these things, ano pumapasok sa isip mo during all the challenges, the firing here and there, and all of a sudden nagkaroon ka ng discovery with discount to drive. Ano naging status mo ngayon sa sarili mo, Aris?
Yung heartbreaks na yun, sabi ko, I was crying with my wife. Sabi ko sa kanya, siguro hindi talaga ako marunong. But my wife motivates me. Sabi, hindi, kaya mo yan. Sige, just keep on trying. And then when that lucky day came, sabi ko sa sarili ko, kaya ko pala. Pero, hindi lang dapat ako ganito. Hindi lang dapat ito lang. Kasi, stagnant eh. Walang learning eh. If you are a driver, wala na. That's why, what I did is, first, I need to learn the language. Would you imagine, sir, no? They are talking to me in English. So sabi ko sa sarili ko, how will I learn yung language ng mga Italiano kung hindi ko pag-aaralan? So ang ginagawa ko is really to talk in Italian kahit balu-balutot. Sige lang. And then, sabi ko rin sa sarili ko, I need to learn new things. So, dapat mag-aral ako. Pero, ang nangyari kasi sa akin during that time, the biggest mistake is that napasama ako sa mga, sabihin na lang natin, not bad influence, but the mindset of people na mahilig sa sapatos during that time. And then, syempre, malaki ang kita, malaki ang tip, naging habit na natin ang bumili ng napakaraming sapatos until the time na dumating tayo sa 220 pairs of Jordan and Kobe.
Anong sapatos yan? Are you talking of leather or are you talking sneakerhead?
No, I'm a sneakerhead. Ang sabi ko nga nun sa salita, the Swaggy A. I was collecting Jordan 1 to 14, yung mga sunod ni Michael Jordan in his championship journey. And then from Kobe 1 to Kobe 12, yung mga sunod naman ni Kobe Bryant. So I was really I sneakerhead, talagang bili until sa time na sabi ko sa sarili ko, hindi na pwede. Kasi nga, wala nang hindi na ako nakakapag-ipon. As in, napupunta na lang lahat sa sapatos. Dumating ako sa time na every time makahawa ko ng pera, nanginginig yung kamay kong ganun because I do really want to buy. Pag nag-check ako sa internet, sapatos kaagad ang tinitignan ko. So yun ang naging buhay ko when I started working. And alam niyo yun, yung talagang it's the life of an OF, overseas Filipino talaga na kapag hindi malaki yung psychological wallet and then you want to try these things, makikita mo na magiging habit na ito. Sasabihin ko, kaya ko pala ito. Until such time na nandun ka na, 10 years, 20 years, wala ka pang nasisimulan. Mabuti na lang, yung awakening sa akin is maaga. 3 years lang naman yun na ganun ang ginawa ko.
So, paano ka namulat sa iyong habit?
Dumating yung time na siyempre, sabi ko sa sarili ko, hindi na pwede ito. So I prayed talaga. Sabi ko kay Lord, please help me kasi hindi ko alam kung ano nang gagawin ko. So God answered my prayer in a very strange way.
Mhm.
God gave me our second son.
Oh.
So during nung nalaman namin na ang asawa na siya ay buntis, kasi accidentally lang yun, sir, accident. Hindi talaga namin intention na, kasi isa lang talaga gusto namin. Nung nabuntis si Mrs., sabi ko, Mama, oh my God. Sabi sa Italiano, Mamma Mia. I was not mentally, I was not emotionally, physically, and the most important, financially ready. So sabi ko sa sarili ko, I need to change. That was exactly 5 years ago, 2019. So sabi ko sa sarili ko, I need to change. So anong ginawa natin? So kasi feeling ko noon, alam ko lahat. Mayabang ako. I was, anong tawag nito? Mayabang, ano pa ba? Basta. And then, feeling ko alam ko lahat. Pero yung result, wala namang nakikita. For example, my bank account, feeling ko alam ko lahat. Pero my bank account, it does not show anything.
Correct.
So sabi ko, ang nandito sa utak ko ngayon, walang silbi. So, tinanggal natin lahat. We started removing everything, start to zero, and put another knowledge, wisdom din sa ating head. And then we started changing. So I started reading books. I started following people. And then one of the show that I really loved during the time is to watch yung On the Money. Wherein, andun yung aking twin na si Sir Edric Mendoza. No, just kidding. And then si Ma'am Salve, may nanay Chocolate, Salve Duplito, and the rest. Okay, so ang ginagawa ko nun, sir, while working, dinadownload ko kasi yung mga videos niya. Yung mga videos nila. And kino-convert ko into MP3. At yun ang palagi kong pinapakinggan every time nag-work ako. So parang kahit paulit-ulit yun. Sige lang, sir. Until such time that yung baby steps na ginawa ko become now my habit. So, now is my habit.
That was life-changing, Aris, kasi it takes time kasi, manonood ka, minsan baka nabobore ka, nadidistract ka, yung mga ganon. Tsaka nag-aalaga ka ng pangalawang anak, di ba?
Mhm.
But you have that self-discipline kasi what would have happened if you did not turn around?
I could imagine, siguro we're stagnant, andun pa rin kami. During that time, my eldest son asked me for McDonald's. I could not even provide. Because I was thinking, pambili ko yan ng sapatos. Or pambili ko ng bike. Hindi ko pa pala nakwento. I was also a cycling addict. I have 5 bikes before, sir.
Talagang, palagay ko, ito yung mga gusto mo ng araw na nasa Manila ka, no? Yung mga gusto mong karoon ng sapatos, gusto mong karoon ng bike, and all of a sudden, nandiyan ka sa Italy, na fulfill mo yung, kumbaga, yung wants mo, naging needs, di ba?
Yeah, naging insecure ako, sir, because siguro I want to show off, to show to everyone na kaya ko rin yan, I want to flex. Pero totoo yung sabi nila na dun sa book ni Morgan Housel, The Psychology of Money. money is the greatest show on earth because the fastest way of losing money is showing other people that you have money. What do I mean? Siyempre, pag may pera ka, anong gagawin mo para makita ng iba? Di bibili ka. Para ipakita mo na may pera ka. So
Exactly.
this is just the greatest show on earth.
So naging financially literate ka eventually, I understand, Aris. So to a point na nagkakaroon ka na ng online, meron ka raw online, nagtuturo ka, parati ka na interview. Eto ba nakita mo talagang eto na yung gustong-gusto mo sa buhay ngayon? Nakakatulong ka rin sa mga kapwa Pilipino?
I do remember when I was high school, sir, sabi ko, someday I'm going to be a public speaker. Ewan ko ba, the director in my school before was really honing me to become a speaker. Sabi niya sa akin, nakikita ko sa iyo, you are good in motivating people, you are good in speaking. Pero hindi ko ma-imagine how. Until sa time, sabi ko, na-meet ko si Ma'am Salve, which is the catalyst of change, especially to my family. Ang nangyari niyan is, sabi niya sa akin, why don't you try to be a storyteller?
Yeah.
Okay. So she gave me a book to read and I read it. And I was so motivated. Okay, yeah, why don't I convey my stories to others? So, yung mga gustong makinig at gustong matuto from me, why not? Di ba? So that's why I learned how to tell my story. And as of now, sir, I'm so happy that I am helping people. And dyan sila Dayang, shout out to you, na nakikita ko yung pagbabago sa kanilang buhay. My relatives are telling me, siguro nakita nila yung pagbabago ng anak ko. Sabi nila, Aris, feeling mo siguro, hindi ka namin pinapakinggan. Hindi lang kami maingay, pero pinapanood ka namin. Pinapakinggan ka namin. Yan na yung nagiging message nila sa akin that I never heard before when I was starting. Siguro, they are telling, gastador yan dati. Pero siguro nakita nila yung changes. And then I walk the talk. Siguro, for them. So, bakit hindi natin to? And now, if they want to invest, they ask me, maganda ba ito? And people now are asking me, bro, mga brothers and sisters namin in the church, bro, what do you think about this investment? Ganito. And I would now be able to give siyempre, I'm a registered financial planner, may professional advice to them. Okay yan, ganito muna, pag-aralan muna natin, invest muna sa knowledge, dahan-dahan. So yun, sir, I was being able to help them. And I'm so happy, I'm so glad because one of my prayer also is, Lord, use me to be a blessing to others. Use me to be a blessing to others. Prosper me so that I could prosper and bless also others.
So I understand, Aris, you're RFP, registered financial practitioner.
Yeah. Actually, ang kwento niyan, when Ma'am Salve motivate me, okay, aside from being a storyteller, you need also to be a financial planner, a registered financial planner. So, kailangan mo mag-aral. So, nag-aral ako, alam mo, sir, no, ako hindi ko kinakaya. I work as a part-time waiter sa restaurant dito. So, ang trabaho ko is from 6 p.m. to 12 p.m. Ang klase dyan, because we have 6-hour difference. Ang klase dyan sa Pilipinas, sa amin, is from 2 a.m. dito sa Italy time to 6 a.m. So, ilang Saturdays yun? 8 Saturdays or 9 Saturdays yung klase na yun. So, pagdating ko from work, matutulog ako ng mga isang oras, idlip lang, and then gigising ako, mag-aaral ako. So, nung natapos ko yung 8 weeks, sabi ko, kailangan mag-revalida ako agad para hindi mawala yung knowledge. And with God's blessing, I passed the revalida, at now I am now helping people in their financial job.
So para bang marami kang stepping stone, no? In other words, yung life-changing moments mo na binigyan mo yung asawa mo ng 1 year, naging 6 months, do you see para bang there are a lot of things you're being guided, no? O syempre, pinatikim ka muna ng iyong sneakers na 200 pairs. Teka nga pala, ano nangyari na doon sa 200? I'm sure mga nanonood sa atin magtatanong, nasaan na yung 200? Aris?
Yeah. So what I did is when I was already financially literate, ginawa ko, I sold them. Binenta ko yung almost 90% na may mga natitira pa, pero yung mga yun, parang investment na kasi, like the shoes of Kobe Bryant when he died, rest in peace. Yung mga sapatos niya nag-times 10 yung value. So, hindi ko na sila binenta. Hino-hold on ko na lang dito. Because, for example, meron akong napili ng mga around 150 euros. Ang cost na niya ngayon is around 8,000 euros na pagbibenta mo.
Wow. So, naging
So,
investment na.
yeah,
So,
naging
turn around mo
investment.
yung hobby mo into investment, di ba?
Yeah.
Oo.
So yung capital, nag-start tayo sa stock market, most of the capital comes from the shoes na itself. And then as I progress, as I learn and guided by these people, sila, actually, OQP, ito pala yung sinasabi sa mga tao, OQP, only quality people. Saksakan natin ng knowledge dito from only quality people. So, sa mga nakikinig ngayon, yan sila Sir Boots, yan, I follow them. Coach Efren, the Wealth Archie guys, sila Boss Rex Mendoza, Coach Randall, Marvin Guillermo. Actually, I created what I called my financial literacy heroes that eventually lead them to my life heroes na hindi na financial literacy heroes. Yung life heroes ko sila. So parang Superman is si Rex Mendoza, Batman si Randall Johnson, si Wonder Woman si Ma'am Salvador Plito. And so I named them. So si Sir Boots is the cyborg, no? So I named you all because you are my heroes. Okay, I named you all, and then every time I need to know something, di ba sir, I ask you, I message you most of the time. If I don't know anything, I ask, and I make sure that I am guided by these people. I consider them now as my mastermind.
But Aris, are you planning to write a book about your life so that you can share with more and more people? Siguro hindi lang Italy, but other OFWs? Would that...
Honestly speaking, you are the fifth person na to ask me this one. Why don't you write a book about this? Like, sabi ko, okay, I'll take it one step at a time. Siguro I will share muna my story and let's see how people will react. Nasa initial stage pa lang ako, sir. I am not yet finished. I am not yet in the middle. I am just starting because every day there are so many lessons. Ang ginagawa ko kasi, sir, I look up to all of you. And then sabi ko, if I want to be like them, I need to follow what are they doing. Success is just kanyan. May pattern, may path. All you need to do is to follow the path. So if you know a person like Sir Boots, just follow his path. Okay, don't follow other path. Kung ginawa mo yun, may iba ang landas mo. So just follow yung footsteps, yung way na dinaanan ng mga taong ito, and eventually you will get there. So yun ang ginagawa ko, sir. So tinitignan ko kayo, ano yung mga ginawa niyo before, what are your failures, how did you overcome those failures, and eventually I will learn from those failures and I will apply it to myself. The most important is, sa mga nakikinig, is the education, the knowledge. Yung knowledge niyan is not power. It's the applied knowledge. That is power. So yung mga natutunan natin, if you are not going to apply it, that's nonsense. That's just entertainment. Parang na-motivate ka lang, and then after all, wala ka namang ginawa.
Walang action, di ba? In other words, there's no action. You're not able to learn. You're able to retain, but not to learn, di ba? You have to more or less, para bang manifest mo yun. So tell me, Aris, anong plano mo ngayon? How long are you staying there? Are you staying there for good, or you have plans to come back?
Okay, honestly speaking, our plan na really is to stay here because of our children. Because, anong tawag nito? First and foremost, sir, yung dyan sa Pilipinas kasi, what I don't like really, what I consider na ayaw ko is first, mahal ang medication. Mahal ang hospitalization, mahal ang doktor, tapos mainit, tapos mahal ang mga bilihin. So those are the things that I consider. That's why maybe around 4 years ago, sinabi ko na sa aking wife, what are we going to do? Are we going to stay here for good or babalik tayo ng Pilipinas for good? So we decided to stay here na for good, pero hindi natin alam what will happen in the future. No?
Correct.
I am not closing that door to return in the Philippines, but for now, we decided to really stay here, focus here. Pero our investments are in the Philippines, so I am not closing that door. So I pivoted na from investments in the Philippines going global. So nag-i-invest na kami dito sa Italy and even sa global markets for us to fulfill that dream to really stay here. So tinitignan na namin what are the opportunities here, like buying our own house, then buying our some rental properties. What are the possible investments na pwede namin pasukin dito para na magkaroon kami ng passive income.
But Aris, on the other side of the coin, how are our other Filipino there in Italy doing? I mean, are they still on the same plateau as is where is, spend and earn? Ano ba nakikita mo? Kasi in other countries where, Filipino overseas are there, they just keep buying and buying but never, investing. Ano ba ang situation dyan sa Italy? Nakikita mo?
I could only talk dito sa Palermo because in Rome, they have this financial literacy. I was writing an article maybe 2 years ago sa isang blog dito sa Italy. And then dito sa Palermo, maybe we are just 1% of the people who really do our thing in managing our finances. But I hope, kasi sir, during my studies now, sabi ko, personal finance is personal. Hindi ko na sinasabi na ito yung gawin niyo, ito yung gawin niyo. You decide what you want. Pero with my observation, only 1% of the people dito sa Palermo, Filipino people, are really managing their money well. Yung mga iba, they are into habit of spending. Especially this Christmas season, sir, no? I will just imagine, yung daming nagpo-post ng kanilang mga bonus, mga 13-month pay, 14th month pay, tapos tax refund, tapos bonus. Yung may tinatawag kami itong bonus at ito, yung may bonus yung mga nagre-rent ng bahay. Would you imagine, sir, no? Magkano yun? Kung sumasahod ka ng 1,000, so sumahod ka ng 1,000. 13-month pay, another 1,000, 2,000 na. Tuunin mo yung 14-month pay mo, di 3,000 na yun. Sabihin na natin, yung tax refund is another 1,000 kasi usually minimum of 1,200. 4,000 na yun. Plus yung bonus rent mo, another 1,000. 5,000 euros in a month. So
Yeah.
if your psychological wallet is not really that big, gaganin yung family mo, I want this Louis Vuitton, I want this iPhone Pro Max. So, you are rich in December, pagdating mo ng January 1, you are back to your to your usual self.
Higpit ng sinturon, sabi nga nila, di ba? Yung mga ganun, no? So, tell me, okay, I think it's a big challenge on your part, no? 1% yan, eh. So, yung 1% na yan, Aris, is you have to work on the 99% in Palermo lang, no? I think that's your advocacy and that's what God is telling you right now, the message, di ba? That you are being given the talent, you're given the skills, but you cannot keep it to yourself. You have to
Yeah,
share it, di ba?
I was sharing it to my relatives during our Christmas party last night. Sabi nila, what is the key ba para medyo umangat ang buhay? Yung sabi ko sa kanila, okay, if we have 1,000 euro, for example, na income, and you live only within your means, parang ganito yan, break even ka lang, sabi ko sa kanila. So, kung ikaw, nabubuhay ka above your means, talagang negative ka. You will never get out of your situation right now. Pag ikaw naman ay break even ka lang, within your means lang, wala rin. Kasi nga, 1,000, naubos mo na yung 1,000, wala. The key is you live below your means. Ibig sabihin, kung 1,000 yung sweldo mo, itabi mo yung 200 euro, so imagine mo, sabi ko, 200 euro, that's 2,400 in a year. In 10 years, that's 24,000 euros. That's more than that's 1.4 million pesos na. So you are a Filipino millionaire in 10 years. Paano kung magiging disiplinado ka? Mag-aaral ka, you invest a little bit. In 5 years, 10 years, you will be multi-millionaire na investor. Yun ang sabi ko sa kanila. The only key is you only live below your means. You train yourself na kapag may natanggap kang pera, automatic, tanggalin mo na yung savings mo, ilagay mo na kahit makastos mo na yung rest, ang importante may naitabi ka. And then during that time, mag-aral ka na. And then pag-aralan mo what is an emergency fund, what is investment. And on that process, you will see your fruit. Actually, yung wife ko noong 2019, our first investment is Pag-ibig NP2. So, umiiyak-iyak pa ako nung sinabi ko sa kanya, pwede ba itong savings natin na 200,000 pesos? Ilagay natin sa NP2. Sabi niya, hindi ako naniniwala sa mga investment na yan. Para sa mga pangmayayaman lang yan. So sabi ko sa kanya nung matutulog na kami, I was crying, I will never give up on our dreams. Marami tayong pangarap. Ang mga dreams lang na ito ay magiging like fantasy lang kung hindi tayo magkakaroon ng action. So please, give me the 200,000 pesos at ilagay natin sa MP2. If I am not going to double it within 5 years, yung MP2 na yan, yung investment na yan, balik tayo sa pure savings lang. 5 years from now, if hindi tignan natin yung nangyari, yung 200,000 na naging investment namin, hindi lang siya times 10, hindi lang times 20, mas malaki pa yung kanyang naging value. And sabi ko sa kanya, minsan, I have this financial statement I was reporting. Sabi ko, with our money in the bank and investment right now, tignan mo, i-divide natin in 12 months para tayo nagsasave ng ganitong value. Kung titignan natin, itong sinasave natin na value na to, wala pa yan sa ating sahod, mas malaki yung nasisave natin, na parang nasisave natin because of our investment, compared to our sahod. So yan yung power ng compounding.
Exactly. Yeah.
The power.
So anyway, Aris, what's next for you? So probably I'm the 5th person to tell you about writing a book and probably giving us, but tell me, ano mga tatlong advice mo sa mga OFWs right now? Probably not just in Palermo, but throughout the world. I mean, alam mo na mga Pilipino, we're all over, no? You can find any Filipino in any part of the world. But what can be their guide na pwede mong i-share, na pwede mong ibato na guiding post?
Number 1 siguro is to accept change. Okay. If you know your situation, you need to accept change. Sampalin mo na yung sarili mo kung walang nagbabago. No? Walang pagbabago talaga, magbago ka. Accept change. And number 2 is you invest first in knowledge. Maraming sangayan. Number 1 is to read books. What I mean, hindi lang basta books. Yung mga books that will change your life. For example, Think and Grow Rich, The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, The Richest Man in Babylon. Those are the finance books na binasa ko before. And even this time, may audio book. Pinapakinggan ko sila every now and then. Inuulit-ulit ko sila to remind myself. And during also, you follow people. OQP, only quality people. Alam niyo guys, yung mga tao like Sir Boots, Ma'am Salve, Coach Randall, Sir Marvin, Coach Efren, no, if you message them and you ask them, hindi sila madamot. They will teach you. Those are the successful people. And always follow yung sinasabi nila na excellence. Sila, naging excellence sila. So follow excellence because once you follow excellence, success will also follow. And the third one, which is the most important, is whatever you learn from them or from the books, you apply it. You test it. Okay? Walang silbi yan. Hindi mo masasabi na malakas ang tubig sa dagat kung hindi mo itetest yan. Malakas ba talaga o hindi? You really need to test it. And you know what? Dun sa pangalawang advice ko sa inyo na you invest to knowledge. Once you started investing to knowledge, kasi the world will become your life.
Exactly.
Because your question will lead to another question that will lead to another Be
So,
inquisitive.
Aris, if you don't mind, how old are you right now?
38, sir. Proud 38.
38 and a billionaire.
Oh, not yet.
Billionaire in pesos, I guess.
Not yet. Not
Malapit
yet.
na. Malapit na. Siguro, nandyan yan. But anyway, Aris, I'm so happy that you have shared this a lot, especially for 2025. Alam mo naman, bagong taon at bagong anyo. In other words, ikaw nagbago ka. In other words, di ba? Sa mga challenges mo. Pero ang hindi ko makalimutan, you got fired in 5 times in 6 months, no?
6 months.
Record breaking, in other words, hindi ka na disappoint, hindi ka na umuwi sa Pilipinas, siguro nag-impake ka na, ayoko na. Hindi araw ako marunong magtrabaho, but you have the discipline, di ba? Yung learn and learn, di ba? Although emotionally, medyo nilunok mo yung humility mo, di ba? Kasi nga napaiyak ka pa. Hindi ko ma-imagine, baka may mga pictures ka diyan kumakain ka sa bathroom, pwede nating i-share. Mukhang maganda yung storya na yan, di ba? So,
I-send ko sa iyo, sir. Meron akong yung same na bathroom na pinagkainan ko. Bale, kuan ko siya. Anong tawag nito? Parang ano ba? Ni-recall ko siya. I asked my mother-in-law, please take a picture. So dun sa mismong kuan ako. I will send it to you, sir. That's my humbling moment.
Nag-reenact ka. That's very good. Yeah. So how would you say good anything in Italiano naman to our Italian friends? Ano ba? Very fluent ka na ba sa Italian or nakakapagbasa ka na rin ba?
Yeah, yes sir, a little bit. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na 100%. So, con mio tutti amici in Italia, pensare prima alla nostra futuro. Il primo step è prima dobbiamo investire dobbiamo cambiare la nostra menta. Il secondo, dobbiamo investire in knowledge. E il terzo, dobbiamo applicare quello che abbiamo imparato.
Wow. Tell me, lastly, Palermo is very well known. What is it? I keep hearing about Palermo, Sicily. Anong kilalang-kilala ba dyan, ang Palermo?
It's the mafia country.
Yan yung mga Godfather, di ba?
Mga Godfather. Yeah. Ang kilala kami sa magagandang beaches dito. We are like in the Mediterranean Sea. So we are known for that. We are known for the temple, which is in Agrigento. We are known for good food, fish. We are known for that. So yung mga gusto mag-travel na sobrang nauumay na sa Milan, sa Rome, come to Sicily, to Palermo. Ituturo ko kayo.
Wow. So anyway, paano ka naman makukontak? I'm sure marami tayong mga viewers na gusto namin makontak si Aris at to learn more. Ano ba, paano ka nakukontak, Aris?
So I have my own personal FB, which is Aris Baloran, and I have also my page, which is Aris Baloran also.
Wow. So yeah. So Aris, again, more power to you. I'm so proud that you are doing some advocacy of life-changing moments, no? Lalong-lalo na yung mga kababayan natin dyan, and really on financial literacy, yan ang importante, no? So again, good luck to you and your family. Hope to see and keep us updated when you have the final book to also publish, ha? So hindi kita titigilan, gusto ko makita yung libro na ipapublish ni Aris. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, Aris. Good luck. Bye-bye.